are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as Divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First down throw for Mayfield. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. That's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are on the board first here in this division round matchup. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Herbert on first down now. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. A gain of 6 there on first. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion. Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off at about the 31. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up, and then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Herbert will give this one to Eckler, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On first down, it's Herbert. Going deep downfield for Ross. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. First and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to it. I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And the Chargers are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll run on first down with Cannon. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Herbert. Gets it to his running back, Cannon. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Flush to his right. Open man is Ross, complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 2nd down, Eckler. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Herbert finds his tight end Ingram. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
On first down, Justin Herbert got a man open. It's Ross. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Flushed out right. Touchdown! A 20-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First down, Mayfield. Finding some room at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Mayfield with it once more. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Now Mayfield. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Sly on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. this one. Tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Anthony Averett picks it. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they take a 17-14 lead. So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. John Ross, 58 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
And now we get it. A lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Oh, nice move. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now it's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. John Ross, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They toss it left side to Chubb. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. A give running right is Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Chubb will get the call running left. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Handoff comes to Chubb, shedding the tackle. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Mayfield. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 35.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is He's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Mayfield looks to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second down and 7. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Flush to his right. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Flushed out right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Once more, here's Eckler. And it's a room to maneuver. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get high.
On 2nd down, it's Cannon. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And Pete Carroll looks like he likes his chances with the offense on the field. They're going for it on fourth. They snap it to Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Evan Ingram there to make the grab. And the Chargers are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Browns drive about to get started. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big play that time for Cleveland.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Browns get a score closer.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Hunt going to run for it. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. John Ross saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. Now it's 2nd and 9. They go play action. Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Trey Flowers picks it.
Don't worry about it.
He brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he returns this to the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them, because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue.